You know something? I truly thought I had what it would take to defeat Brock Lesnar last night. But, in the end, it turns out that I just wasn't good enough. Last night at the Royal Rumble, I wasn't good enough to defeat Brock Lesnar. After all the time I spent preparing myself, getting ready for this match with Brock Lesnar, all of that just gone. Just like that. But you know what? Even after all of that, even after the crushing defeat I suffered at the hands of Brock Lesnar last night, I still think, no, I know that I can defeat Brock Lesnar. I know that if I can get one more opportunity, I will prepare myself, I will work my ass off to get to that match, and this time around, I'm not going to lose. Brock Lesnar may be the beast incarnate, and he may possess a strength unlike any opponent that I've ever faced before. But I know that I can beat Brock Lesnar. Because that match last night at the Royal Rumble, it woke me up. That this isn't some fantasy. This is reality. Because I know that if I want to be the best, I have to put in the most work back there, the most training, I have to prepare the most, I have to know my opponent inside and out, and Brock, I know exactly what you are. You're a prize fighter. As Paul Heyman would like to put it, you are a special attraction. You're not in this business for the joy of competing. You're not in this business for the fans. You're not in the business for anybody else except yourself. And that's where you and I are different, Brock. Because I have the power that the WWE Universe gives me every time they chant yes. Every time that I come out to this ring, this crowd is behind me 100%. And that's something, Brock, that you can never have. And that's why I'm stronger than you, Brock. I'll always be stronger than you. Last night, you may have been the better man. But if I can face you one more time, I know that you don't stand a chance against me. Brock, if that's the best that you've got, the next time we meet, I am going to destroy you. So Paul Heyman, since Brock isn't here tonight, you're his advocate, so come out to this ring and make this match official. Give me a match with Brock Lesnar next week on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And I am the advocate for the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And not only that, but I am the general manager of Monday Night Raw. And as for you, Brian, I see that fire in your eyes. I see the hatred. Cut the crap, Paul. I'm not out here to listen to you talk. I'm out here for a match with Brock Lesnar. Now give me what I want. Calm down, Daniel. I'm a reasonable man. You clearly don't know me at all. I'll tell you what. I can give you a match with Brock Lesnar. I have to be honest that you are one of the best talents here in the WWE. Unfortunately, Brock Lesnar cannot be at Elimination Chamber. He has a prior engagement. In fact, Brock Lesnar can't compete any other night before WrestleMania. So, I'm afraid you're just going to have to wait until WrestleMania to get your rematch with Brock Lesnar. But there is one thing that I can guarantee for the Elimination Chamber, and that's the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Now, John Cena will set foot in this ring against 5 other men, and I can guarantee right now that the first challenger, the second man in the Elimination Chamber, will be the Animal Batista. And there will be qualifying matches throughout this month to determine the other 4 participants in that match. But there's something else I want to know about you, Daniel. Are you truly as righteous as you seem to think that you are? You say Brock Lesnar is in this industry just for himself, but are you any different, Daniel? You might not admit it, but look deep down inside of yourself. I can see it from here, that you're not in it for the people. You're in this business to get to the top, and you will do whatever it takes to get there. You have an undying determination to achieve success in this business. Now, in some regards, that's a good trait to have, Daniel, but Do you have the loyalty to back it up? Because at the moment, if you don't, all I see standing in that ring right now is a hypocrite. Oh, you call me a hypocrite, Paul? Look at everything that you've done in this industry. Look at everything that you've done to get to the top. You think that I'll stoop to your level to achieve success in this industry? Just who the hell do you think I am, Paul? You know nothing about me. No matter how much you might say, I will never turn my back on the WWE fans, because without them, without the people who have supported me throughout my entire journey, without any of them, I wouldn't be where I am today. There's no way I could ever turn my back on them. I'm not here to play your mind games, Paul. Just tell your client that I'll see him at WrestleMania. What's up, YouTube? This is Mathis97, and welcome to my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This is episode number 15, and we are back from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And we've got a big episode for you today, because it's number 200. The 200th total episode of Universe Mode in the history of my channel. And let's take a look at the match card for this episode. So we've got Booker T returning from his Royal Rumble appearance to take on RTruth in the opening contest. We had a bit of a capture card glitch, so there was a mistake, so when I simulated these matches, they weren't recorded. But Curtis Axel defeats Zack Ryder, CM Punk defeats The Miz, and Alberto Del Rio defeats Santino Marella, who makes a guest appearance with SmackDown just for this little stint of jobbery. But, as we see, Naomi will go one-on-one with Brie Bella, and Dolph Ziggler will go one-on-one with Seth Rollins, I should say, with Dean Ambrose in his corner. But we are here tonight in Los Angeles, California, for Booker T's return to Monday Night Raw. And as we saw, Booker T, he made his, Universe Mode debut to the series back in the Royal Rumble match, as he came in as the number 16 entrant, and he was in that match for all of 21 minutes and 2 seconds to be exact. So Booker T had quite an impressive performance out there. He managed to eliminate 4 superstars throughout the course of that match. So Booker T, he had a pretty impressive performance in comparison to everyone else. So Booker T, he had a very shocking return, and he's back now here on Monday Night Raw, making his Raw debut here in Universe Mode. And of course, Booker T, the five-time WCW World Champion. So Booker T, he's got his own pedigree. He's got his history of success. We'll see if he can achieve that much success here in Universe Mode now that he has made his debut. But his opponent for tonight, one of the 4 superstars that Booker T eliminated in the Royal Rumble match last night, and that is RTruth. Of course, RTruth, he managed to get some eliminations in his time. One of them being one half the tag team champions, Eric Rowan. So RTruth, he had a very good performance. I believe he also eliminated Roman Reigns, if I recall correctly. So, RTruth, he may not have been in that match very long, but he made a statement with the superstars he eliminated. So here we go, we're getting this matchup underway. Booker T, RTruth locking up on a collar and elbow tie-up. And right now just kind of trading wrist locks here. It's both of them trying to gain the advantage, trying to feel each other out now. As this isn't the Royal Rumble match, this is a completely different environment where they'll actually have to pin each other or make each other tap out. So it's not going to be as easy to eliminate somebody from this matchup as it is with the Royal Rumble, where all you have to do is throw them over the top rope and have both feet touch the floor. But of course, last night at the Royal Rumble, that was a really fun pay-per-view to do, of course. And the winner of the Royal Rumble match, spoiler alert, I guess, in case you missed the pay-per-view and you want to go check it out, be sure to go do that. But that's my warning. The winner of the Royal Rumble match was CM Punk, who lasted 42 minutes and 46 seconds, and he managed to eliminate 4 superstars in his time in the matchup. So Booker T eliminated the same amount of superstars that CM Punk did, but Punk, he wasn't really going for eliminations. He was just kind of hanging back, and as we saw, 42 minutes and 46 seconds. That was a very Very impressive outing for CM Punk. You know, he managed to pace himself. And that's the key to winning the Royal Rumble match. You don't want to go out. You don't want to be the brightest bulb. You don't want to be the brightest light bulb in the match because then you'll burn out the fastest. CM Punk knew that. So he kind of paced himself. He knew when to hang back and when to take an opportunity, when to try to capitalize, and when to stake his offense. So, of course, CM Punk, congratulations to him. He managed to get the victory in that matchup. And then we've got RTruth here tonight going up against, well, another one of the most impressive performances in the Royal Rumble. As the three superstars who really stood out last night were, in terms of time in the match, there was Booker T, there was CM Punk, and then there was Chris Jericho, who himself was in the matchup for 26 minutes and 10 seconds. So, I mean, those were really the three superstars who really stood out in terms of time in the Royal Rumble. But, of course, if we're looking at eliminations, I mean, Bad News Barrett, he had a very impressive performance. And he entered in about number 28 in his short stint in the Royal Rumble. He managed to eliminate 4 superstars as well. And he was, of course, in the final 2 with CM Punk. And my nose is still giving me trouble. But that's probably because, you know, it's been winter break, and with the transition to the season, and the fact that I'm allergic to the cats that I have here in my house. So I bet that's why my nose is giving me trouble. But it's alright, because this is the last commentary I'll be doing before I go back to school and all that good stuff. So hopefully my nose can kind of clear itself out for the next time. But there's a cover by RTruth off the, what was that, like a corkscrew elbow there. I believe it's called the lie detector. But oh, what a counter there from Booker T, stopping RTruth dead in his tracks. And wait a minute, Booker T could be looking to put RTruth away here. Oh, kick to the gut. And Booker T, he's looking to fire up the scissors kick. And he hits it. And RTruth could be out cold. Booker T may have this match in the bag, as he's going to roll RTruth over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no! RTruth kicks out. Wow. I thought that corkscrew axe kick was going to put Truth away for sure. The scissors kick, Booker T's finishing maneuver, was not enough to put away RTruth. But I guess RTruth, he's got a little something extra here tonight. You know, in comparison, RTruth was not nearly in the Royal Rumble match as long as Booker T was. So Booker T could still be feeling the effects of the Royal Rumble, whereas RTruth, you know, he's back. Not only was he not in the matchup as long, but Booker T was the man who eliminated him. So RTruth could have a little more of a driving force behind him here as he's out for redemption. And look at this. Oh, a leg drop there by RTruth with a little bit of theatrics, just thrown in for good measure there. And RTruth now, he's picking Booker T up, and oh, he hits the lie detector for a second time, and that could put Booker T away. Truth goes into the cover. 1, 2. No, Booker T kicks out. Booker T staying alive in this matchup. And right now, RTruth looks like he's turned the tides in his favor. He's got the advantage. But Booker T, he's got to try to do something to wrap this up quickly, because the longer this matchup goes, the more it's going to favor RTruth. Of course, with Booker T's performance in the Rumble last night, RTruth doesn't have as much fatigue as Booker T kicks out again at a count of 2. And now look at this, RTruth. He's just measuring Booker T, just waiting for his opportunity here. And Truth now, look at this. He's got him up, and oh, a standing, an inverted STO there as he lifted him up into the air, or reverse STO, whatever it's called. Cover, 2 count, and another kick out by Booker T. As Booker T manages to keep himself alive in this matchup. But for how much longer can Booker T last in the latest stage of this matchup? As we can see now, Irish whip there to RTruth, but RTruth with the cover. He's got the roll up, 2 count, and he's got him, RTruth. RTruth just in that split second caught Booker T napping, and RTruth picks up the victory here tonight over Booker T. And RTruth, well, that if he needed a rebound, if he needed a victory to kind of rebound after the Royal Rumble last night, I think that was the best way RTruth could have done it. He gets the victory over the man who eliminated him from the Royal Rumble matchup. And look at this. Look at that roll up. Booker T, he just, you know, he let down his guard for just too long. I mean, just for that split second, he let down his guard, and it cost him as RTruth tonight gets the victory over Booker T. So RTruth, he's got to be feeling confident now after that victory, and that's a good way to try to rebound and push himself towards the future, whether he's going for the US title or the WWE Championship, whatever RTruth has his sights set on, whatever his goal is here on Monday Night Raw. But next up on the match card is Brie Bella going one-on-one with her opponent for tonight, Naomi. And of course, Naomi, one half of the Funkadactyls. Brie Bella, one half of the Bella Twins. And we remember the saga that the Bella Twins and the Funkadactyls had in the first month of 2K15 Universe Mode, where they had a series match. Oh, wait a minute, that's the Divas Champion, Summer Rae. Then Summer Rae attacking Naomi from behind, tossing her into the ring now. And wow, that's definitely going to have a huge factor in on this matchup, as Naomi attacked from behind there by the Divas Champion, Summer Rae. And Summer Rae, of course, she retained her title against Natalya last night at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And clearly, she is still looking to assert her dominance over the Divas division, making a statement here tonight by attacking Naomi. And I don't know, does Summer Rae perhaps see Naomi as a potential threat for that Divas Championship? Is that why she came out to attack Naomi, or did she do it just for the sheer fact of making a statement in front of the rest of the Divas division? Was it a specific target of Naomi, or was it really just she was just attacking a diva just to make her presence felt for the rest of the Divas locker room? But now look at this, Brie Bella, she's looking to capitalize no matter what the reason is. Brie Bella, she's got a week into Naomi here tonight, and she's looking to capitalize. Single leg Boston Crab here, but Naomi manages to crawl over to the ropes to force a rope break. That may have been her only escape from that submission hold, especially after getting slammed into those steel steps earlier on before the matchup. But now look at this. Look at Naomi. Look at Naomi. Whoa, look at that maneuver. Look at that maneuver. You'd think Naomi was like a luchador. She took Brie Bella down there with that head scissor. Man, she just really threw Brie Bella for a loop there. And now Naomi looking to perhaps stake her claim in this matchup to perhaps fire up her second win now after that attack from Summer Rae. But now look at this, Brie Bella, she's got her snapmare takedown, and oh, a drop kick right to the face. Naomi could be, wow, that really could have knocked Naomi for a loop. She could be out of it right now as she's struggling to make it back to her feet. Here's Brie Bella, and she's got her Bella Buster, the face buster. And that could do it. After the attack earlier on by Summer Rae, I think Naomi's done in this matchup, covered by Brie Bella. And this match is over. Brie Bella gets the victory over Naomi. And, of course, give the huge assist to Summer Rae here tonight, as she softened up Naomi before this matchup could even begin. And that was a really quick matchup, thanks to Summer Rae, as Brie Bella, she had less than Naomi after that attack really was at less than 50%, and Brie Bella just sort of, she capitalized on her opportunity. She just destroyed whatever was left of Naomi, and now Brie Bella gets an impressive victory here tonight. So Brie Bella could perhaps be the next challenger for that Divas Championship. Of course, we've got, Natalya losing last night, so she's out of the picture. But we've got some new up-and-coming divas set to make their appearances fairly shortly. Of course, we've got the debut of Paige coming up. And what about Tamina Snuka? She's in there in that picture as well. So the Divas division is about to be getting some new talent in the next couple of episodes. So I have to make sure to stay tuned for that. And Summer Rae, she's going to have to keep on her toes. But let's go ahead and move on to the next matchup. Our main event of the evening, as this is Dolph Ziggler going one-on-one with Seth Rollins. And what about last night at the Royal Rumble? Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler starting out the matchup at number 1 and number 2. And Dolph Ziggler getting the elimination on Seth Rollins in that matchup. Of course, right about the time when Cesaro entered the match at number 6, Dolph Ziggler, he shoved Seth Rollins out under the bottom rope. Well, threw him over the top rope and then pushed him off the bottom rope to eliminate Seth Rollins. But shortly after that, Cesaro stopped Ziggler's chances. He cut them short as Cesaro, Swiss Superman, eliminated the show-off from the matchup. So neither of these two superstars were able to win the Royal Rumble matchup. And the same goes for Dean Ambrose, as he entered in the matchup a bit later in the night. He was eliminated by Randy Orton in what was actually a very, very short appearance. So Ambrose, he's got to be a bit frustrated with that. I mean, really, at the point Ambrose entered the matchup in, all the main eventers were in the ring at that time. So Dean Ambrose, he was really going to have a tough time lasting in that Royal Rumble to make it to the end. And he just happened to go one-on-one with the wrong person. And Orton that night, of course, after already losing the World Heavyweight Championship matchup, he was frustrated, and he kind of took out his aggression on Ambrose. So Ambrose, just wrong place, wrong time. Sorry about that little pause there, but I'm sorry, it's just my nose messing with me. But tonight, Seth Rollins looks for redemption against Dolph Ziggler for the elimination. He looks for revenge. He looks for payback after Ziggler eliminated Rollins and cut Rollins' night short. But look at this fisherman suplex, taking down Dolph Ziggler. But now look at Ziggler. He's looking to take Rollins down here with a standing vertical suplex, and he hits it. What a move there by Dolph Ziggler. But of course, with Dean Ambrose here at ringside, that's gonna definitely play out in Seth Rollins' favor. But you know, the Shield, they've been in an interesting predicament. Of course, like I said earlier, Roman Reigns came in at about the number 8 entry. He was eliminated by RTruth, and Triple H, he managed to space out the entry numbers for the Shield, as we had Rollins come in at number 1, Reigns came in at number 8 after Rollins had been eliminated, and then Ambrose came in. He entered the match around 24 or 25. Really in the later stages of the matchup. So by that point, Reigns and Rollins were both already eliminated. So Triple H, if he wanted to keep the Shield from winning the matchup, he did a great job of that, as he prevented all 3 Shield members from coming into contact with one another and combining forces to eliminate everyone else in the matchup. So the Shield, they've got to be a bit frustrated with Triple H, because, I mean, they've got to know that Triple H was behind that. I mean, I think if you didn't expect Triple H to be behind that, blah, 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 if I can speak. But man, Triple H, he has his beef with the Shield. I mean, the Shield, they sidelined Vince McMahon. They took him out of commission, and it's widely believed that they also took out Stephanie McMahon a couple of months later after Vince McMahon's attack. So, I mean, Triple H, he's got a lot of beef with the Shield. He's really trying to, he has it out for the Shield. He's trying to prevent them from progressing in their careers as a result of what they did to Vince and Stephanie. But right now, Seth Rollins is trying to fight for survival here tonight against Dolph Ziggler. And, the Shield, they've got to be frustrated with Triple H's actions. So, Dolph Ziggler, he could very well be in the wrong place, wrong time, as the Shield, they've got their sights set on bigger opponents, they have bigger fish to fry at the moment, as Triple H, seems to be enemy number 1 at the top of their list. But look at this, Ziggler and Rollins just trading back and forth here, and Ziggler hits a zigzag on Seth Rollins out of nowhere. That could be it. Ziggler, if he can just go for the cover, but he's too fatigued to capitalize, and that could be perhaps some of the after effects from the Royal Rumble matchup. But he's finally going to go into the cover. He rolls Rollins over. 2 count. Oh, but Rollins kicks out at 2. And Rollins, he just had too much time to recover off that zigzag. The Ziggler was unable to capitalize. But of course, like I was saying earlier, the Shield, they've really got their rivalry with Triple H. Triple H back at the TLC pay-per-view, he had brought back Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, who, it was the Clique, the Authority 2.0, whatever, we never really decided on a name, so whatever they were called. But it was Triple H, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash in a 6-man tag against the Shield. The Shield, of course, won that matchup. Not only did they win, but they injured Kevin Nash and Scott Hall in the process, leaving Triple H once again all by himself. So Triple H, if he's got plans to, take down the Shield by himself, there's no way Triple H will be able to take down the Shield by himself. It'd be 3-on-1. So if there's not really much Triple H can do other than book the Shield into a corner at this point in time. He's just got to stack the cards against them. But I mean, Triple H, he can't really get in the ring to get his revenge on the Shield because, well, not only that would look, I mean, he can't just attack him backstage or anything because, you know, he's the COO of the company. He's got to set an example. But at the same time, he can't really step into the ring to face them either because, like I said, it's a numbers game. He's got the disadvantage right now, and he doesn't have anybody who he can align himself with. I mean, I'm sure Triple H is the COO. He could find an opponent for the Shield. He could find a partner for himself to face down the Shield, but Triple H is probably struggling with that at the moment. He doesn't really have an answer for the Shield right now. He's kind of stumped right now, so he's just trying to book whoever he can in the Shield's way. As look at that kick out by Ziggler though off the Fisherman Suplex. So right now it's almost what's the term called? It's Triple H and the Shield are at a bit of an impasse at this point in time, as really the Shield, they can't really get their hands on Triple H as Triple H hasn't made a public appearance since the TLC pay-per-view, and at the same time Triple H can't really get his hands on the Shield. As, you know, like I said, it's a numbers game, and he's at a terrible disadvantage right now. So right now, the Shield, they've got to set their focus on Ziggler because, I mean, that could be a devastating upset here tonight if Ziggler could pull off the victory, especially after eliminating Rollins in the Royal Rumble, as Rollins hits the turnbuckle powerbomb there, and he's going to go into the cover. That could be it. 2 count, and it is. Seth Rollins gets the victory over Dolph Ziggler here tonight, and he gets his revenge for the Royal Rumble. And Dolph Ziggler, you know, he's looking to make a name for himself. He's looking to move up into the main event scene. I'm sorry about these pauses, but it's okay. This is the last commentary I'm doing while my nose is like this and giving me issues, so I apologize for that. I'm sorry for these pauses. Unless you want to hear me doing nose things, it's never mind. I'm rambling too long on this, but as I was saying, with Ziggler and Rollins, you know, Ziggler, he wants to be a potential WWE Championship contender, but with another loss here tonight, Ziggler, he's going to have some trouble doing that. He's going to have trouble setting up the card, and now look at this. Oh, Rollins, a super kick. Come on, this match is already over, but the Shield, they're clearly not just here for a victory. They're here tonight to make a statement out of Dolph Ziggler. And Ambrose now, he's entered the ring. Ziggler, he's trying to make it back to his feet here. Oh, but as he does, dirty deeds from Dean Ambrose. And come on, this isn't even fair. It's 2-on-1. Ziggler can't even defend himself. And Rollins now, he's measuring Ziggler. And a curb stop now from Ziggler, or to Ziggler from Rollins. And Ambrose just watching on as Seth Rollins. Oh, he's not done yet. Oh, and now he hits his other finisher, the Seth Walker. And Ziggler, he's out cold. The Shield, they make a statement here tonight. How despicable. I mean, what is this? And now Seth Rollins just mocking Dolph Ziggler here tonight. Just celebrating as if Ziggler has taken a lot out of him. I want to thank you all for watching this episode of Universe Mode. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one. Thanks again. I want to thank you all for your support throughout the years here on YouTube, as this is the 200th episode of Universe Mode in total. Thank you all for watching, and as always, keep on YouTubing.